A long time ago, I told you guys about a situation that took place. When I told you guys about the situation, you you didn't believe me. You thought that I was making up a story. You thought that I was just playing a game. I want to go back to the day I went on this journey, and I pretty much took a trip to North Carolina with my wife. And we was pretty much kind of taking a look at the area, trying to find out exactly what's going on. And we came down here with the intentions to find a place to stay. I had some issues with, I guess, transportation, moving around North Carolina. So I end up buying a vehicle. And, for the most part, the trip it was interesting. But something happened. God don't like ugly. God do not like ugly. I was looking through some SD cards. I think I told you guys the other day that these SD cards are very expensive. Y'all remember that? To my surprise, guys, couldn't believe it. I'm looking through my SD cards because I got a couple of them, but I need about 5 more SD cards, right? And with the cameras that I got, you have to buy the expensive ones. They weren't expensive when I had first bought mine, but uh, I got to talk about this particular issue. Put a 1 in the chat if you recall me telling you guys that when all the drama took place in North Carolina, when the white boys showed up at the motel, I told you guys that Nubreed was coming out of the parking lot with 2 big girls. You remember when I said that? You remember? With a show of a number 5, that means that you thought I lied. Put a 5 and be honest. Put a 5 if you believe that I was lying when I said he was coming out of the motel, out of the parking lot with 2 women. Put a 5 if you just thought I was lying. Because a lot of people, they doubted my story. And I was speaking my truth about what was going on because till this day, that man has he lied about everything. And the documentary is still coming out, guys. It's just that I got a lot of things that I got on my plate. To my surprise, guys, I'm looking through these SD cards. I don't know how or why, but everything was recorded. When my wife and I was leaving the motel after all the drama, we were on our way back to New York, and I wanted to document, us leaving the hotel and, uh, you know, the drive back and just everything. And especially after everything was going on, I wanted to document everything. But for some reason, I totally forgot. Totally forgot that I had a POV camera literally on me. And I go to the SD cards and I'm looking through it. Everything is on video. To Nubreed's baby mother. Did he lie to you and tell you that he wasn't with 2 women? Because this is about morals. This is about values. This is about principles and a man's character. When you have 2 baby mothers that are pregnant and you're supposed to be out doing business, but you were cheating on your baby mothers, 2 women, mind you. This man had 2 women pregnant at the same time. My wife and I are going to the parking lot trying to get to the vehicle. This man is drunk. I told you guys this. Y'all didn't believe me. Y'all thought I was just making this up, capping or whatever for the tube. I told you guys I don't lie. I tell the truth all the time. Everything is on video. I will be releasing that video probably in the morning. I'll be releasing that video. The purpose of this release, guys, is to correct a wrong. You cannot claim to be a man of God, right? And you're a whoremonger male, cheating on women and lying to the people. Because it was you good people that gave that man an online baby shower. Y'all bought that man furniture, lawnmowers, sheets, toasters, everything for children when he's a whoremonger male. And I know some of you, you're going to come in here with the typical nonsense. You still talking about that guy? Typical stuff. No matter what I do, I'm wrong. No matter what I say, I'm the bad guy. No matter what. No matter what video I make, it's always wrong. No matter what, to the people. Because on social media, man, these social media streets is filled with nothing but gossip, nothing but lies. Content creators will do anything for a click and a view. They'll lie, manipulate. I don't lie. I just bring out the tapes and prove my point. I couldn't believe that I found that tape. So that means the whole time that I was talking about these things to you guys, trying to bring awareness to this issue, I didn't even know I had it on tape. I told you guys that I'm the king of receipts. I told you that I got tapes on everybody on social media. I got tapes on all these YouTubers from way back, right? And I keep all these tapes in a vault. This particular tape, I didn't even know I had. God is my witness. I didn't even know I had the tape. I'm looking through my SD cards and I'm in shock. I went and told my wife, I'm like, you wouldn't believe this. I got this man on tape cheating on his 2 baby mamas. Even my wife was shocked because when we saw it, she was taken back. Now, when you see the women that he was with, you brothers are gonna literally be like, what the heck is going on here? This man came back from the bar, pissy drunk, with 2 big girls. Big. He was heading back to the hotel room. The time of the morning, based on the timestamps, was approximately 4 a.m. in the morning. 4 a.m. in the morning. Now you tell me, what grown man comes from a bar and bring 2 women back to the hotel? What is his goal? What's on his mind? My wife looked at the situation and she was shaking her head. And I walked right past him because based on the timeline of events, he told me he was leaving. We thought he left already because his vehicle was packed. We thought he left. He told us he's leaving at a particular time. He packed his vehicle, checked out of his room. So I'm like, okay, he out. We still packing our stuff to leave. We go down there, we see him coming back to the hotel. And I'm like, why would you be coming back to the hotel after all that drama took place with two women? Think about that. To the moderators, block anybody in the chat that's talking shit. Block them. Anybody in the chat that's talking crap about me, saying I'm a clown, this and that, block them. Right? We don't got no time for this nonsense. This is real talk. I'm always the clown when I'm holding people accountable for cheating on their women. Imagine you a woman, you pregnant, you home with a belly, in pain, struggling. Your man tell you that he's going to North Carolina on business. But you are, let me take care of this, because it's like the moderators are not even working, right? Let me go take care of all these people that are in the chat talking ish, right? Let me go block all of them and move them out of the way, because the moderators are blind, they're not paying attention, right? When I say block these people and get rid of them, I'm not playing, right? If you got a wrench, do what you got to do, and it is what it is. And don't go blocking the wrong people, because I see somebody blocked Denise, right? So you need to unblock Denise, because I ain't see Denise say anything, right? So whoever got that wrench, unblock Denise. She didn't say anything, right? So now let's get back to the content. No, you can't be a moderator, right? We're dealing with morals and values. I find that anytime I do content, it's a problem, no matter what I do. If I talk about young men violating kids, it's a problem. If I talk about men committing adultery, it's a problem. If I talk about the Black community got all these problems, we need to solve them, it's a problem. No matter what I do, it's a problem. Imagine somebody said I'm a clown. Somebody said Nubreed is not even thinking about you. Oh, yes, he is. He's watching. Oh, yeah. The reason why he's thinking about me is because this information can potentially end his relationship. This information can potentially end his relationship. This is not a game. You remember in the movie The Equalizer, where Denzel would tell you, I gave you an opportunity to make it right? To make it right, giving you time to make it right. Okay, I've given him time. And this tape that I found was not an accident. This tape is supposed to be seen. This man was cheating on two baby mamas. Now, the question is, if he was doing this while in North Carolina, how many more times did he do this? How many more times when he's on a road trip is he out here fornicating with various women while claiming he's with the Most High? You see, when it comes to relationships, guys, I try to tell you guys the truth. You see me? I have a real wife, a real family. They're all in one house, not all over the place. I have a real wife. I'm a real husband, not made up YouTube relationships like most of these people who claim they married, but they don't got no documents. no paperwork, but they claim, oh yeah, that's my wife. No, you got to have paperwork. That man had 2 women that was pregnant, and they thought that he was out doing business for the kingdom, but he was at a bar getting drunk. Remember, he told you he don't drink, he don't this, he don't that. Remember all those videos where he said, oh, I don't do this no more, I don't do that no more. On the video, the man distinctly said he was at the bar. And he said he got his gun on him. This is all on tape. So this man was pacing around, walking around, driving around dirty at a bar with a firearm on him in North Carolina, scared, paranoid, losing his mind. You should have seen it. I'm going to show the video tomorrow. You're going to see it. You're going to see his face. Just look at the thumbnail. That thumbnail is from the video, guys. The thumbnail of this video is from the video. He knows it. Come on now. Imagine that. This man was so paranoid. And the thing that I'm trying to figure out is, why would he be paranoid? Because when all the drama happened, it was against me. So why would he be at a bar drinking? This man called up his baby mama and was telling his baby mama, I don't know what's going on. You know, he was blaming Rollo. He was like, yeah, Rollo set this up. Rollo did this. And the whole time it was him. The whole time it was him who set up the play. Because as soon as he pulled up and we walked past him, he came over. I was like, yo, what up? He was like, hey, man, you know, I was trying to knock your doors, this and that. And I said, yo, I don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody. All of y'all suspects at that moment. Because I ain't know who was who. I ain't know how in the world this white boy knew the location where we were. He had his hand in his pocket. I don't know what he was going. I don't know what he had on him, what he was going to do. You understand? So in the tape, there's so many clues that gave him away that he's the one who set up the whole play. That man was like, yo, your boy Tate, oh, he live an hour away. I'm like, how you know? He said it on the tape. All of this is on the tape. Remember, he drunk. He don't realize what he's doing. He was like, yo, Tate live an hour away. How you know that? He started going into how Tate was at one of the land initiative things. And he must have said, he said the N-word, and somebody checked him on that. So Nubreed have a long history with this dude. And he started going off on how he was telling dude, don't come around. So in my mind, I'm like, so hold up, you having conversations with this dude the whole time, but you were blaming it on Rollo. Remember, I thought Rollo had something to do with it. Nah, that was Nubreed. That. Because when everybody left, Tate was already gone, Rollo already left, but that same negative energy was still there. And I was trying to figure out why in the world I feel like the devil is standing next to me. You ever had negative energy that was around you and you were just like, something ain't right? Now keep in mind, while we talking, the 2 women are right there on the side. Those were not his baby mamas. That man was going to the telly, fam, to do whatever God knows he was going to do with these 2 women. And again, if you see these 2 women, brothers, if you see the 2 women that this dude was going to the telly with, if you see these 2 women, you brothers are going to question him and be like, bro, is this what you do? This is what you do? as a man of God? He didn't expect me to be there because we were supposed to be out a long time ago. When he called up his baby mama, and I'm talking to the baby mama right now through this camera. When Nubreed called you on that phone, did he tell you he was with 2 women at the telly going to smash? Did he tell you that? Because your voice was on the phone. He was trying to convince me that he didn't have nothing to do with the play. He was trying his best. He was copping pleas. He was trying, oh man, this situation is messing up what I got going on with you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He even tried to call his man Yawitaza. Yawitaza. If you viewing this tape, you better peep game because Nubreed is on video. Basically saying, if you a real dude, you would answer your phone. You never answered your phone. He called you. So what this particular evidence and video prove is nobody can be trusted, fam. That man was on his phone trying to call Yawitaza. He was like, yo, if Yawitaza is my man, if Yawitaza is my real dude, he gonna pick up right now because I really need him right now because this situation is messing up what I got going on with Ringo. He was dialing Yawitaza's number. Yawitaza didn't even pick up. So what does that say about your loyalty to your man Yawitaza? He didn't even pick up for you. And it got so heated, he decided to call his baby mama and try to convince her. He like, babe, I don't know what's going on out here. It's like something happened. He was just trying to put it all on Rollo. Now keep in mind, at that time, I did think Rollo had something to do with it. I did. But he had nothing to do with it. He had nothing to do with it. That was Nubreed. He the one who set up that play. He's the one who orchestrated the whole thing. I mean, how in the world could the white boy know the location? Now, granted, Rollo was live streaming. So, based on the timeline, yeah, he was live streaming. But how would the dude know where to go? You see what I mean? And I kept telling Nubreed it must have been some sort of forced meet and greet. You know, like how people be meeting and greeting and whatnot, and you have weirdos that just come out of nowhere wanting to meet you. I don't want to meet nobody. You know? And the way the play happened, it was designed for me to go to prison that night because the white dude is weird, like some weirdo, right? I don't even know this cat. This dude was sending me DM messages on Instagram like, yo, I got a bottle of Ciroc for you. You know what I'm saying? The Most High, all this other stuff. I don't even know this dude. But what I do know is that Nubreed knew him. He was trying to shift it onto Rollo, like that's Rollo's man. And like him and like Tate and Rollo is cool. That's his dog. But nah, the true situation is that was Nubreed's dog. Because the white boy was at the so-called land initiative. And he must have slipped up and said the N-word and people got offended. And somebody tried to check the white boy. And I think that's what Nubreed was trying to say. Like, he didn't want to invite the dude back or something like that. But he already knew what was going on. So I'm trying to figure out, like, damn. And here's another thing. When we got back from the bowling thing, we went to, I'm not sure if it was McDonald's or Burger King, one of them spots. As soon as we got back to the hotel, the white boy was in the cut in the corner with a hoodie on, with his hands in his pockets, like Couldn't even see him. Guess who was the first one who noticed him? Guess who was the first one that noticed him? Nubreed. Nubreed knew who he was as soon as he got out the car. And keep in mind, this dude had a hoodie on. You couldn't see him. First thing Nubreed said, "Is that Tate over there?" And I'm like, "Is that Tate over there?" That's what I knew. How did he know if the man had a hoodie on? Couldn't even see him. As soon as Nubreed stepped out the car, he looked. He said, "Is that Tate over there?" And that's when I'm looking. That's when Rollo got out the car. Rollo's looking. And that's when it was like the whole play started happening right there in real time. And the whole focus was on me. Tate was not excited to see Nubreed. It was almost as if though he knew. You know, like how you see me, you see Nubreed, you probably figure, oh, yo, man, yo, what's up? He wasn't even doing that with Nubreed. But with me, the dude was fixated only on me. And I talked about this in previous videos. I even showed you some video evidence. The white boy didn't even know what he was getting himself into. That situation could have been really, really bad. Because the dude was trying to set something up. Something was going on, and it was almost like it was being done to do content. That's why I told you guys, when you're on social media, right? All these YouTubers is fake. They do anything for content. They lie, they manipulate, they gaslight, anything for content. They have no morals, no values, no ethics, nothing. They would lie, manipulate, distort information, twist narratives, anything to get a click and a view. They don't care. Because they know most viewers don't do any research to know the facts. On this platform, I'm always speaking the truth. You guys just don't listen. I speak the truth all the time. All my videos, I give you 100% accurate information. I don't got no reason to be lying. I'm a real family man with a real wife, real kids. And no matter what I speak, it's like you, the viewer, keep looking at the things I say as if though I'm just making up stuff as I go. No, there's no need for me to be lying. This man cheated on his wives or baby mamas because the women that he got pregnant, those were not wives. He don't have no paperwork with these women. That man has no wife. Those are baby mamas. I want to talk to Nubreed's baby mama on a real serious level. Did he lie to you when it came to the situation in North Carolina? Did he look at you when he got back home and tell you that he was not at that hotel with two women? Did he tell you that? Because he don't know that he was being recorded the whole time. I didn't even know he was being recorded. Because when we went downstairs, I totally forgot that I'm documenting us going back to New York. That was supposed to be content for us to upload to show you guys, oh, us leaving North Carolina, heading back to New York, stopping at a gas station, do this, do that. I was going to edit all of that stuff and make a video. So just recently, I discovered I got these videos on an SD card, and I'm like, I can't believe this. So to Nubreed's baby mama, did he tell you that I was lying? Because if he did, If Nubreed told you that I was lying the whole time about him being caught with 2 women in North Carolina, the video that I'm going to air tomorrow, it may cause a breakup. It may cause a very, very serious argument in the house. Because one thing, man, you should never do is lie to a woman. There's no need to be lying. If you know you outside doing dirt, you need to come clean, and come clean quick. Because with all the videos that I made talking about that, you never seen him come to social media and say, you know what, he's right. Yeah, I was with those 2 women. Yeah, I was taking them back to the hotel to smash. And when I saw Ringo, you know what I'm saying, it kind of threw me off guard. The dude was shaking. He was like this. You're going to see it on video. And in my mind, I'm saying to myself, he said he's walking around with his gun. And I'm like, for what? Nobody's after you. Why would you be at a bar walking around with your gun to do what? You looking for Tate? Tate is gone. So there's no need for anything. So what are you doing? The man was literally paranoid outside, guys. Losing his mind. Drunk. With 2 big girls going back to the hotel to smash while he got 2 pregnant women, guys. 2 pregnant women. Imagine you're a woman, your feet is swollen. You feel discomfort. You're trying to, do what you need to do. And basically, your so-called man told you he's in North Carolina handling business, but he's at the hotel smashing 2 women. 2 women, guys. Big women. They were big. When you see the video, you are going to be like, what? I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, because I always thought that this dude was about the Most High. And when I saw him with these 2 women going back to the telly, clearly, you know what that means. It was 4 a.m. in the morning, guys. 4 a.m. You don't go back to a hotel after coming from the bar. On the video, you will hear him say it. He came back from the bar. So if you came back from the bar, that means you drunk, you got some alcohol in your system, you most likely was hanging out with these women, and you brung them back to the telly. And because me and him was in the parking lot speaking for a long while, the 2 women appear to have went back to their car, which means they had their own car, because his vehicle was parked in the same area. Well, I don't know if that was the same vehicle, because I don't know the color of his vehicle. It's like a grayish bluish color. I'm not sure. And the 2 women walked back to a vehicle. I guess they probably just wait in the vehicle for him to finish whatever we have in this conversation. And they went back to their vehicle and just kind of waited, because they were standing there for a long time, just standing there. And they probably got fed up and said, let me go back to the vehicle, because it's like these 2 having some sort of argument. All of that stuff you're going to see on the tape. Nubreed, you watching, right? Yeah, we're going to air that tape out. That's right. That tape is coming out. The people need to see it. The people need to see the truth, because I share this truth with you guys, and you accuse me of lying. I don't have no reason to be lying. I was with my wife. My wife is not going to lie for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man of integrity. And if I tell you that this man was doing what I said he was doing it. I, till this day, cannot believe that I had that tape. I'm still shocked. I couldn't believe it. I literally watched all the videos, and I'm like, wow, this is on tape. Oh yeah, this is going out. It'll also be in the documentary too. but I want an early release of this. This got to go out there. This has to go out. People need to see this, because I don't want you folks to be following people that claiming they repping the Most High, and they out here being a whoremonger male, drinking and getting drunk, and bringing women back to the telly when he got 2 women pregnant already. Those women that he was with was not his wives or women. He was just outside smashing and dashing, pumping and dumping. And that's the same dude that I did the collaboration with in the Pump and Dump remix. That's why this stuff is so diabolical. He was on the Pump and Dump remix, where he was speaking against men that do that stuff. And yet he do it. Why are you airing it out, Ringo? Why are you putting the tape out? Because I just found the tape. I just found the tape. I didn't even know I had it recorded. I must have been wearing some sort of vest or whatever. Dude was so drunk, he didn't even know he was being recorded. He was telling me all sorts of stuff. It's all on tape. Everything is on tape. Everything will be released. I'm airing it out tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, you will see for yourself. Nubreed was cheating on his 2 baby mamas while they were pregnant. That's right. And I want to see what the people going to say, because a lot of y'all turned against me. A lot of y'all stopped supporting me because of all the lies that man been putting out about me. That man been slandering my name, lying on my name, putting out malicious information. Y'all believed it. All these YouTubers do that. They do that all the time. They put out false information to try to make you guys hate me. But you guys don't do your research to know what's going on. Y'all busy out here listening to little videos, clips, this, that, all this other goofy stuff. And you don't say to yourself, well, why is this person saying this? Because they're trying to sabotage me. You know? But this video don't lie. Nubreed, I know you're watching, right? I think the best thing you can do right now is go to your baby mamas and tell them the truth. Tell them you were sleeping with those women that night. Confess your sins before your baby mamas, and also repent before God, because this is going to be released. And I got some bad news for you. Remember I told you that I'm the king of receipts? Remember I told you that I kind of hold tapes in the vault and wait? Remember when I told you that Nubreed called his pregnant baby mama a migrant? We got that on tape. In due time, that's going to be released. That's right. You see, I try to give people a time to confess, a time to just admit, just speak the truth and say, hey, man, okay, yeah, I called my wife, my baby mama, a migrant, because that's what he told me in the truck, and it's all on tape. He don't know that. You think I ain't going to document my own move? My entire moving process is documented. So while we all pack in the truck, everything's being recorded. He don't even know. He don't even know. He's literally standing right next to me on the truck, and he says, I done got a migrant pregnant. It's on video. Nubreed, I suggest you sit your baby mama down and tell her the truth. Tell her the truth. I'm giving you time to be honest. And also tell the people too. Tell the people in the public. Tell them the truth. because not only will the documentary be released, but this particular set of videos of you cheating on your 2 baby mamas, that's being released in the morning. Ain't no doubt about that. Right. That's going to be content. And not only is it going to be content, other YouTubers that have been following this story are going to react to those videos. And the heat is going to get turned up. And then your viewers are going to know that the whole time you were lying. And then I'm going to drop the video of you in the truck calling your baby mama a migrant. And the world is going to see that. The world. They're going to hear your words. Because till this day, he never acknowledged this. Neither did he deny it. He just ignored it like it never happened. Trying to make me look like I'm not making any sense. Like I don't know what I'm talking about. The people need to know the truth. This is why religion is so bad, because a lot of these people that claim to be men of God, women of God, they're not. They're not. That's why I have to do these videos, because the truth need to come out. I'm pretty sure any of you ladies that would be pregnant and knowing that your man, who you thought was on a business trip, was sleeping with 2 women. The tapes don't lie. Anybody that's at a hotel at 4 in the morning, coming back from a bar, is not doing business. They having sex. And that's what Nubreed was doing. And he needs to come clean about his sins publicly and let the world know, because the tapes are going to drop. There's nothing can stop that. The tapes will be dropped. And I want your baby mama, because I know she's out there listening, I want your baby mama to view the tape. I want her to sit down, look at the tape, and look at your so-called man go into the hotel with 2 women from the bar. I want you to see it. And I want you to think about it. I want to see, did he tell you he was doing that? Did Nubreed tell you, I'm going back to the hotel with 2 women that I met at the bar, and I'm going to smash? I'll be home after. Did he tell you that? I want to know. Because that is not biblical. Because some of you would say, but don't Nubreed practice polygyny? That's not polygyny. Polygyny is not me just going outside sleeping with women. That's not polygyny. That's whoredom. That's not polygyny. You know? Think about that. Notice another clown says Ringo is really hurt about losing support to Nubreed. What are you talking about losing support? Let me put this idiot on the block list. You're out of here. All right? I don't know what these people talking about. I'm hurt because I'm losing support over Nubreed. What are you talking about? These idiots, when they come to my platform, they're not my supporters, right? Those are Nubreed supporters. They're upset that I'm talking about this issue. Because what I notice about YouTube is this. Anytime I hold people accountable, everybody get upset. But everybody want to hold me accountable to a bunch of lies and gossip. People out here spreading all sorts of lies, spreading gossip, rumors, innuendos, all sorts of mess. It's all lies. But people believe the lie. But when I expose the truth, everybody's upset. It's as if though speaking the truth is not entertaining when it involves a content creator they love and support. You understand? Every man must be held accountable for the things that he put out there. You understand? Every man must be held accountable. We got to do what is necessary. And to the moderators, listen, don't just start deleting people's comments. Y'all deleting comments of people that actually support the show. Right? Know the difference between a troll and a person who is an active viewer and supporter of the show. Right? The ones in whom you remove are trolls, not active supporters and people that you see here every day. Because when you do that, you're working against me. And that's not cool. Right? If you're going to moderate, you have to know how to moderate. You understand? Because I need those comments from everybody so it can be there for people who read the chat. This is a very important, serious situation here because many lies have been told. Many people have spread rumors and gossip about me over the years. And for whatever reason, this dude have never been held accountable for these lies. And I've given time for them to repent, and they won't repent. And they made you believe that they're godly men when they're not. And all I'm saying is, look, repent of your sins and stop lying to the people. A lot of you folks that view these videos, y'all get mad at me because you're angry that I hold these demons accountable. You know? That's what's going on here. You're upset because I'm holding evildoers accountable for their sins, and you don't like that. Right? Now, again, I told the moderators to remove the trolls. I still see the trolls. See, this is the problem with moderation. If you have a wrench, guys, you got to recognize when you see a troll. Because then now I got to go do the work. You have an idiot there that says, Ringo, you are hurt. Once you see that nonsense, you put them on the block list. Simple. Just put them on the block list. Because nobody is hurt about anything. Nobody's hurt about a thing. What I'm here to do is bring awareness and accountability of a man who basically is in sin, but posed as a man of God, a man that lied about what took place on that dark day, a day in which Rollo took the whole blame because everybody was focusing on Rollo. After everything transpired, I put all the puzzles together and realized the one who set up that play was Nubreed the whole time. The whole time, guys. And it was absolutely diabolical that he tried to convince his baby mama that he didn't know what was going on. Like that, you're going to see it all on the tape. The man was very nervous, man. He knew that once that situation happened, he knew that some sort of fallout was going to take place. Because at that moment, that's when I was like, I don't trust this dude. And I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. And after that situation happened, because we was pretty much having this conversation, it's like the blame shifted over to Rollo. And it was like he talked his way out of accountability. And he was happy. He even said in the video, watch this, gang. He even plotted in the video. He was like, oh, when I get back, oh, it's on. I'm going to make sure and ruin Rollo. It's all on tape. When Rollo heard that on the video, you know, it is what it is, man. Because that proves why Nubreed put out that video alleging that Rollo SA'd some woman. Now we know why. That was Nubreed plotting against Rollo to destroy his reputation and cause him to lose support. It's on video where Nubreed literally said that when he get back, it's on and popping against Rollo. It's on video. Now again, during that time, I thought Rollo had something to do with it. We already done cleared the air. Everything is cool. I was angry. But Rollo didn't have nothing to do with the play that took place. That was Nubreed. That was Nubreed the whole time. But he was trying desperately. You gonna see the tapes. He was trying desperately. Yeah, Rollo. Yeah, Rollo. Yeah, we got to put our evidence together. Oh yeah, this is what he sent me. See? Yeah, I don't even know Rollo. And you know what's even more crazy? Because I know Rollo is listening. He was talking real crazy, man, about the situation with the RV that you helped him with. Oh, he was talking real reckless with that one. Wait till you hear that video. I'm telling you, man, that video, it's in 4K resolution. He was basically saying, I didn't even know Rollo. I don't even know him. I don't even care. Yeah, he helped me with the RV, boom, boom, boom. I didn't even know him. I only know him because you shouted him out, Ringo. I was like, So you don't know him, but he went to help you with an RV. You know him more than me. So he made it seem as if though when you went and helped him with the RV, that he didn't really know nothing about you. It's real crazy, man. Absolutely really crazy. Right now, he's like this. And again, to be honest, we all didn't really know each other, to be honest. We didn't know each other. We knew each other from social media, regular seeing people on social media, but you didn't know people personally. So in that regard, we could say, yeah, we didn't know each other, but we're learning about each other. You know what I mean? And I had no confidence once I seen him, especially the fact that he was cheating on his women with the two big girls. I couldn't believe it. That really threw me back because you remember, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys, you got good memory. You remember when Nubreed was trying to throw me under the bus, saying that I was in the truck telling him about, yeah, when I used to mess with women on the job, boom, 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 all this other stuff. And he was trying to air me out like he's trying to throw me under the bus. Y'all remember that? And I was telling you guys, here you have a man trying to throw me under the bus because I'm telling him about some shorty or whatever the case is I was talking with on the job. And yet this man was cheating on his two baby mamas in North Carolina. And the people was looking at me like I'm some sort of hypocrite. And I'm like, how am I a hypocrite? I wasn't hiding nothing. I talk about this type of stuff on social media all the time. I'm always giving you guys story times about what it is. But at the same time, this dude was literally cheating with two women, taking them to the hotel to smash while he got two women pregnant, about to give birth. And then to add insult to injury, these women were furnished with gifts and strollers and all sorts of personal things from you, the viewers, who thought that dude was a godly man, and the whole time he's a whoremonger male. He does this all the time. Anytime he goes on a trip, guys, y'all got to think about this. Remember when I exposed that whole planet marketing thing? Remember that? Y'all forgot about all of that. He's literally with the Illuminati. Y'all forgot about this. Y'all forgot that the dude is with the Illuminati. He's with the Freemasons, with that planet marketing thing, with all those fraternity things and the satanic hand signs. I brought all of that stuff out. Y'all still won't believe it. When he go to these road trips to North Carolina to do these meetings or wherever they go, anytime he hit the road, you notice he's never with the woman. Where is the woman? Where is Nubreed's baby mother? Where is she? Have you guys noticed that anytime you see that man, you don't see no kids, you don't see no woman, you don't hear no noise, you don't ever see nothing? Where's the family at? Where is everybody at? Is he still with the woman? Did she leave him? What's going on? You never know. But I want the people to know the truth. Because I know a lot of you don't like me. I get it. A lot of people don't like me. And maybe you don't like me, but you like to watch me. I'm a man of truth. This is what I do. We hold people accountable. We do what is necessary. I'm aware that people out there lie about me. They spread gossip, rumors, all that other stuff. They got to do that for content. A lot of people don't have no content no more. So what they do is they make up stuff. They make up lies in order to sell clicks so that people could click on their videos and they act as if though they're doing some sort of work. It happens every day. If you run across videos with people talking about me in a negative way, 99.9%, everything you hear is a lie. No matter how you see it, it's a lie. Distorted information, twisting of narratives, distorting words. That's why I don't even waste my time responding to all of this nonsense that people do. Because it's just pure garbage. When you give your energy to people that are lying, you're actually giving them more ammo against you. Because on social media, right, if I can break this thing down, nobody really cares about the truth. People just love the drama. They don't care about the truth. They care about the drama. You know? That's it. They don't care about the truth. So even if someone is lying on you and you try to defend yourself, once you defend yourself, you look guilty either way. Because on social media, nobody really cares about the truth. They just like to believe the lie. The lie is entertaining. You know? But see, with me, the things that I'm talking about, I'm not lying. I got the video. Video will be aired in the morning. The video will be aired in the morning. I'm going to air it as a premiere without me talking. I'm not going to be talking in the video, guys. That's my word. No reaction video. I'm just going to let the video play and let the video do its job. When you guys see that video, you're going to see Nubreed, Global Truth, cheating on his two baby mamas with two big girls. You're going to see that. Come on now. And that's something that you have to really understand. And again, to all the people that are in the live chat talking crap, right? You don't even know what you're talking about. And that's the thing that is irritating about a lot of people that don't know what they're talking about. They post stuff and they don't even know the story. They're just dumb. And I'm tired of explaining myself to people that are unlearned and don't even know what's happening. It's like you guys be posting things and it makes no sense, right? You have one person says, let me see, where's this comment at? Where this comment at? Let me see. Now watch this, guys. Watch this. Right? Somebody says, didn't you just finish talking about you don't have friends these past few days? Well, this ain't how you makes friends. That man helped you move furniture and drive a moving truck. Unappreciative. See, this person right here is unlearned. They don't even know what's going on, right? Now, let me break this whole thing down. First thing first is they says, you didn't you just finish talking about you don't have friends in the past few videos? Let me make something clear to you. I don't want friends. I don't need any friends. I'm 48. I don't care about friends, right? Those things, I'm not interested in that. I'm concerned about my solitude, my peace, and my energy. I don't go around social media worrying about friends, right? Um, in order for someone to be a friend, they stick closer than a brother. Friend is a covenant word. A lot of the people you communicate with in today's day are not friends. Those are associates, people you associate with. 99% of you don't even have a friend. You don't. You have people that are associates, people that come in and out of your life. You don't even know these people, right? So I'm not here looking for friends. I don't care about none of that stuff. I have no interest in that. I'm the type of person that can be alone. I'm the type of person that can hang out by myself. I don't need company. I don't think any of you can do that. I can stay alone and I'm good. You understand? So let me continue on. You says, well, this ain't how you make friends. Like I said, I'm not trying to make friends. Uh, that man helped you move. No, he did not help me move. See, that's where you're wrong. You said that man helped me move. That man did not help me move. He didn't help me move. You're lying. That man was expecting money. So you don't know the story. He lied to all of you and made you believe that I was supposed to pay him money. That's why when the documentary dropped, he's going to have nightmares because of all the details that I have. He never helped me. He came looking for money. When I contacted him as a brother to brother, seeking help and support. At that time, I didn't have my license to drive the truck. Right now, I have my license. Of course, I'm in North Carolina. At the same time, at that time, I needed a driver. When I contacted him as a brother in truth. He thought it was going to be a payday. So when he came down, I'm the one who paid his way to come down. Do you know that? I paid his way to come down. When he got down here, there was one task and one task only. In his mind, he thought he was receiving money. I never made an agreement with him. It's all documented. He lied to the viewers and said that I didn't pay him. Because most viewers don't take the time to study, they don't take the time to weigh the evidence, they believe everything that he said. Do you understand? And to add insult to injury, when the entire moving process finished, right? The dude, and I talked about this so many times, guys. It's just I'm tired of keep explaining this because every time somebody come in that's new, they don't even know what's going on because they're naive, you know, they're slow. So when the moving thing was done, he was like, "Hey man, you got that thing for me?" And I'm looking at him like what are you talking about? What thing you talking about? He was like, "That thing you promised." And I'm like, "When did I promise anything to you?" In my mind, I'm like, "I thought we cool. I thought you came out here on the strength of a brother, happy to see a brother relocate, and you wanted to help. What are you talking about?" He's like, "That thing that you promised, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I know you just moved. I know you got a lot of things on your plate. When you get that, let me get that thing. You know what I mean? It is what it is." And I'm looking at this dude like he crazy. So I'm a little confused. I'm like, did I promise this dude some money or something? Because I never made that agreement. But the way he was going on is as if though I must have promised him something. So being that I'm happy that, you know what I'm saying, we touched down, everything is cool. I gave this dude $1,000. Hit his cash out with $1,000. Keep in mind, I need the money because after a long moving process, I need every dollar I can keep. But I gave him that, figuring, okay, we good. You know what I'm saying? Even though I never promised him anything, but I was a little confused at the time. So when I did that, I can feel the energy was off. The energy was off. The energy was definitely off, and I knew something was wrong, right? And shout out to Floridine Rollo. He says, "I figured you had the tape, and now what they gonna say? They ain't gonna be able to say anything because the proof is in the pudding, you know." So when he was going off, like when he was leaving with his baby mama, I could tell that his energy was off. He was upset about something. And I could tell that he communicated that with his baby mama. And it was just a negative vibe, guys. It was very, very negative. I could tell that he was heated about something. He was angry about something. Even after receiving $1,000, he was still upset, right? And in my mind, I could tell he wasn't appreciative of the money. He wanted more. But I never made no agreement. You would have thought he would have been happy. But no, man was not happy. So I go back into the house, and I'm going to explain more shortly. I go back in the house, and keep in mind, all of this was done on my birthday, on June 1st. June 1st, everything was done on my birthday. He never said happy birthday. And keep in mind, I told this man and his baby mama they could stay at the house. We have an extra room downstairs. We got brand new air mattresses. Y'all can chill at the crib. Everything is cool, right? So they were in a rush to leave, bro. I was like, yo, y'all can stay. We could go get some food. My wife can cook. We could do some video content. This man was literally in a rush to leave, gang. I couldn't believe it. He lied and told all of you that him and his baby mama had to take everything off the truck, that I was sitting around mowing a lawn and all this other stuff. All of these things is lies, guys. All of it is lies. I tried to tell y'all, but y'all didn't believe me. Y'all believed him because you favor him. But everything he told you is a lie. Everything. And in the documentary, when all of that drops, you're going to see all of that too. Because in the DMs, I told him, hey, when we touch down in North Carolina, don't touch the truck. Leave the truck alone. We're going to be tired. It's been a long night, a long drive. Let's just crash in the house. We'll deal with that later. All right? As soon as we touch down, keep in mind, guys, 12-hour drive. As soon as we touch down in North Carolina, the first thing this man want to do is start unloading the truck. That's crazy. My wife is tired. I'm tired. I'm hungry. It's just one big mess. We got the kids with us. It's just everything is crazy. This man want to unload the truck because he's in a hurry to take the truck back. Keep in mind, I can hold the truck for 4 more days. No, he want to take it back. So he started taking things off the truck, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, bro, leave the truck alone, man. I'm literally telling him this. He's like, nah, you know what I mean? It's okay. It's cool. And he started moving stuff into the garage. Notice, he's not moving stuff inside the house. No, like, you know, like when a mover move your stuff, they move it to the designated room. He didn't do that. But he told you guys that I owed him some sort of money. If I hired him to do a job, I would not be lifting a thing. He would. Do you see my point? So he started putting everything in the garage. The whole garage is packed. Packed with stuff. He moved everything. Him, baby mama. I moved some stuff too, don't get me wrong. But the overwhelming majority of the stuff, he's moving everything in because he's trying to get out. I told him to chill out. Crash. Go get some rest. We're going to fix some dinner, whatever the case is. He ain't want to do that. Everybody's face is looking salty. His face is salty. Baby mama face salty. Everybody got like heavy faces. And I'm feeling this energy. And I'm like, this stuff don't feel right, fam. So after I gave him the money, they end up leaving, right? They end up leaving because the baby mama, she rented a vehicle. And my wife had took her to the rental spot so that she could go rent a vehicle. Keep in mind now, I didn't ask him to bring his baby mama with him. He did that. So when he was telling you guys that I owed him money so he could get back home, that's a lie. If you are coming down to New York for business, number one, you don't bring a pregnant woman. His woman was pregnant, guys. He brought a pregnant woman to New York to lift boxes. That's right. I didn't even know she was pregnant until we in the truck. The truck is half full. He was like, yeah, I done got a migrant pregnant. I'm like, a migrant? So hold up. You talking about the woman that's there? He's like, yeah, I done got a migrant pregnant, bro. I can't believe it, man. He was saying it as if though he was just screwing some woman and she randomly got pregnant. So I thought that was disrespectful. And I'm looking at this thing like, wait a minute, but she's moving stuff. He ain't care. He let her do it. Because in his mind, when he came down to New York, he most likely was telling his baby mama, like, look, fam, I got this lick that I got. We're going to go down there together. We're going to handle business. So now, when he initially came down to New York, I was paying his way to come down to New York. But being that he bringing his baby mama, he's like, oh, Ringo got money. Ringo could pay for both of us. And I'm looking at the situation like, first of all, I asked you to come down to New York. I didn't ask you to bring your baby mama. And if you bring in your baby mama, bro, that's on you, not me. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm looking at the situation like, all right, he want to play that game, we're going to play that game too. So I send the money for the tickets for both of them. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, if I paid for you, Nubreed, to come down, and your baby mama to come down, and your hotel, everything for you to come down, when it's time for you jokers to leave, that's all on you. Because I already paid. Remember, if he's coming down and I'm paying for him to come down to New York, and he brought his baby mama, that was his plane ticket to go back. I ain't footing the bill for your woman. That's your job as a man, dog. You ain't gonna finesse me. So when they were leaving, I'm looking at it like, I don't got nothing to give you, because why? I already paid your way coming, going both ways. So he told you guys that I owed him some sort of money. I don't owe you nothing, dog. I gave you $1,000 in your hand, figuring we good, even though I need that bread. I need that money. This dude thought I was rich. Bro, I go through struggles like everybody else that pay bills, dog. But I thought this man would have been happy with $1,000, even though I never made an agreement. I never did. You know what this dude did? This dude contacted me back later on my birthday, mind you. It was like, yo, fam, hey, I appreciate 1,000, but that's not enough because, we had to rent the car. We had to go get a hotel. We had to do all this other stuff. And I'm looking at this dude like he crazy. Because I told him they could stay at the house and then they could go catch their flight or whatever the case is to get back home. You know what I mean? But I'm not paying for none of that because it has nothing to do with me now. You brought your baby mama with you, dog. You got to be a man and be responsible. Not me. You know what I mean? This dude basically said I owe him more money. He was like, yo, could you reimburse me for so-and-so and so? And I'm looking at this dude like he crazy. Like, you bugging out, bro. You absolutely out of your mind. But see, here's the thing. I noticed somebody posted a comment, $1,000 for 2 days is not bad at all. Let me explain something to you. I wasn't supposed to give him nothing because I didn't make no agreement to pay him. Do you understand? I don't know. Let me see. I'm not sure. It looked like you're a woman. When you're dealing with men, grown men, if I know that this dude right here is a brother, and he's like, yo, fam, I really need your help and your support right now. I'm moving, and I need another person to support and help with the move. You think you got that kind of time to donate? If I know that I want to get paid, I'm going to let you know I want to get paid. I'm not going to come under the strength of you're a brother and I'm going to help you and then expect money from you. If a dude asks me to help him to move, I'm coming down there to help him to move. As long as you got drinks and something to eat, I'm coming down there to help you off the strength of just being a brother. I ain't looking for no money. When he came down there, he thought I was going to give him some money because he didn't understand the situation that I was in. I'll explain that in a minute. But let me get back to the point. When I gave him that money, it was because he kept pressing me about money. And I'm like, did I make a promise? Did I make an agreement? I never did. When they left, they were salty. I went back in the house and I checked my phone. I'm looking at all the DM messages and I'm listening to them. At no point did I make an agreement. So basically, he got away with $1,000 for free. I thought that I made an agreement and maybe I owed him something. If I did, I don't have no problem paying if I made an agreement. I'm a man of my word. I figure if I gave you 1,000, you would be good. You know what I mean? But his face was still salty. When I checked my messages, I learned I never made an agreement with this dude. I never did. I showed you guys the evidence of the dude sending me a voice note. Put a 1 in the chat if you've seen the video. Put a 1 in the chat so all the people that are in the clouds can know that I showed you guys the voice note of Nubreed contacting me saying, bro, yeah, it was my fault, fam. I misunderstood your messages. Yeah, my bad. I don't want no online issues. I don't want no drama. I don't want to be dealing with none of this mess. The dude literally contacted me admitting that he misunderstood everything, fam. But he never went to the public to tell them this. He never went to the public to tell them that he lied, bro. He had everybody believing that I owed him money. I didn't owe him anything. The way the situation goes, because it's going to all be in the documentary. When I was initially moving, I was moving my studio, my scooters, my clothing collection, shoes collection, pretty much my studio gear and all that stuff. And the moving company was very, very, they were doing some weird stuff, right? They gave me an estimate of, I think it was around $4,000 to move. But then at the last minute, they were like, well, first we're going to have to pick the stuff up. We got to take it back to the warehouse. We got to weigh everything. And then we could give you a final estimate of what you're going to be paying. So the final estimate would have been somewhere around $6,000 to $7,000. And I'm like, man, that don't even make no sense. For this little bit of stuff, that don't make sense. So I figure, you know what? Rather than paying the moving company to move, right? I could just take that money and rent out a truck. Rent out a U-Haul truck. They got those 26-footer trucks. That's all I need, right? And keep in mind, we never moved with no furniture. We never moved with none of that stuff. It was my studio equipment, all my personal belongings and stuff like that. We packed up everything. We were out with it, right? So, kids' clothes, all of that type of stuff, right? I said in the messages to Nubreed that that's what I want to do. I want to rent out a U-Haul truck. And basically the calculations goes as follow. The U-Haul truck costs around what it was, somewhere around 20, it was $2,000 something dollars for the truck. And then you look at another $1,000, you look at airfare, hotel, and all of that stuff for Nubreed pretty much to come down and also get back home. So everything was calculated to around $4,000 for the budget. And I figure rather than me putting that money into the moving company hand, I can go put that money into renting out this truck and getting this brother to fly in from Georgia, Atlanta, wherever he's at, to come on down to New York. This ninja went on YouTube and told the public that I said that rather than putting the money in the moving company's hand, I'll put it in Nubreed's hand. That's a damn lie. I never said that. And to this day, he never came into the public to admit that. Never did. Even though he sent a voice message admitting that he messed up. He never came into the public to clear the air. In other words, after all the damage he caused, he never came into the public to address the issue and said, hey guys, I was wrong about Ringo. He never promised me nothing. I misunderstood him and I came on social media and I lied to you people and made you not like him. And he had everybody on social media saying, oh, Yash, you should have paid him anyway. You should have did this. What do you mean you should have paid him anyway? What are you talking about? I ain't paying nobody anything if I didn't make an agreement. And if he wanted to be paid, all he had to do is tell me from the beginning, like, yo, I ain't coming down there unless I'm getting paid. And right there, I would have cut ties with him right there because I know he's not a true brother. He came down there because he was expecting money. If I would have known that money was on his mind from the beginning, I would have never had this dude even do anything. I would have figured out another way to do it. Either way, we were not whatchamacallit, we were not going to pay that moving company. We were not. Even if we would have had to rent out the U-Haul truck ourselves and we packed the truck and my wife drive the truck, it would have been cool as ever. We would have did that way and just left the vehicle in New York and then come back and pretty much pack the family up and go about our business. Because I didn't have my license at the time. You see what I mean? That's the only reason why we needed him. I could have drove the damn truck myself. You understand? But the whole point is I needed a driver. I needed the proper credentials. And then to even add more insult to injury, guys, this man drove that truck, bro, and garnered up a bunch of speeding tickets, bro, that I had to pay for. All of this stuff I talked about in previous videos, nobody's listening to me. This man made a massive bill for me speeding through the road. I get all of these tickets coming at me, speeding tickets from this guy. Running through tolls, speeding through the road. I'm getting all these tickets. I'm like, what? $35 here, $40 there, $50 there. I'm like, are you kidding me? This man was speeding the whole entire time, bro. And I talked about this in previous videos, but again, nobody's watching the videos to learn the truth. So I end up spending probably, I'm not sure, but probably like $500 or more on tickets, all sorts of stuff. I'm paying all these different things out of pocket. All of this because this man is speeding through the road. And guess what? He never told me. He never said, yo, Ringo, I'm speeding, probably got some tickets. No, I was met with them tickets. So all these expenses is coming out of my pocket. And while this is happening, everybody on social media dragging me, saying I'm ungrateful. You folks don't even know what it means to be a friend. A friend don't look for money when he's coming out to do a favor for a brother. If that's the case, I don't need your support. If that man would have told me from jump, bro, I'll help you, but I'm kind of down and out right now. So if you can help me out financially, I'll come through and I'll help you. I would have told him, never mind. We good. You can go your way. I'll figure it out another way. Because for some reason, Nubreed must have thought that I was a millionaire and I got all this money to spend. I don't have no money to spend. I got a family. I don't know about you folks out there, but when you have a wife and when you have kids, every dollar counts. A lot of you guys, you look at me, you think I'm rich, I'm wealthy. I moved from the projects, from the PJs, from the hood. I thought that a lot of my viewers would have been happy for me. They were never happy for me. They want me to be down and out. They were never happy for me when I moved out. You would have thought a black man taking care of his family that people would be encouraged and be like, yo, salute, bro. You did what you had to do as a man to provide and take care of your family. That was a good move. They were not happy for me. They were actually angry with me for moving out the hood, bro. Till this day, people are mad at me. They want me to go back to the projects. The very same dude made a video basically saying we need to get Ringo back to the projects. The very dude, bro. The dude that you guys defended is on. I got all his videos. He was literally on video saying we need to do what we need to do to get this guy back to the projects. He was telling everybody, don't support Ringo. Don't support him. Starve him out. We got to get him back to the projects. And that right there showed me everything, man, because you would think that as a black man, you would be happy to see another brother move up in life, especially when he's dealing with taking care of a family. A lot of you guys out there that don't got no kids, you don't have no wife, you don't have nothing, you single, you don't know what a struggle is, man. You don't know what it is to be a man that every day you wake up, you got to think about how you're going to pay the bills, how you're going to maintain those cars. When you have vehicles and vehicles start breaking down, it gets expensive. And if the money not coming in the way it's supposed to be coming in, it can be really stressful. These are the type of things that I deal with. And when I did the move from the projects to North Carolina, everybody appeared to be happy at first. Everybody was supporting me. They would hit my super chat, hit the Cash App all the time. And it afforded me the ability to be able to save money to relocate to get into a better situation. Once I touched down in North Carolina and I settled in, people saw the house, they saw the car. All of a sudden, the jealousy started kicking in. Rather than people be happy for me, dog, all I experienced was hate. The majority of the people that supported me pulled their support to try to starve me out so I could go back to the projects. That's what happened. That's currently what's happening right now. And, I talk about these things, people don't listen. It's like when hate and jealousy kick in, man, people switch up. And this happened all because of that dude. He went out there and he lied, manipulated situations, distorted stuff, even went around spreading videos talking about, oh, Ringo's a pedophile. That's what he did. He got a bunch of people doing that right now. There's people on YouTube right now doing that right now. Right now, you got people still doing that nonsense. Some other dude, he online, spreading a bunch of false information. All because of that dude. This happens all the time. And it only happens with black people. White people don't do that. White people do not do these things. Only black folk. They're the only ones that do this type of diabolical stuff. So you got to think about this and you have to ask yourself the question. If this man is a man of God, why he don't come into the public to address these lies? Why he distorted information? Think about this. This man made videos, twisted narratives, claiming that I'm a pedophile. A man with 4 daughters. He went on YouTube and said that Ringo said it's okay to have sex with 11-year-old girls. Now think about that, guys. I'm a married man with 4 daughters. What in your right mind would make you think that I would say that? But this is what they said I said, which is all a lie. All of these things are lies. They took a video that I made in, watch this, guys, 2017. 2017, where I was talking about body count matters. In that video, I was talking about the body count of a woman. Somebody came into my live stream, the live chat, and they said that a 9-year-old can get her period, right? I repeated what the woman said. When I repeated what the woman said, I made it very clear that if a 9-year-old gets her period, whether you say whatever you say, at that point, she could get pregnant. Follow me. If a 9-year-old gets her period, that is a sign that she's having a menstrual cycle. If you are a parent, you need to be on guard to watch your children. Again, I have 4 daughters. You don't think I know about menstrual cycles? You think I don't know about this stuff? You think I'm ignorant of this? No. I don't let none of my daughters hang around a bunch of boys. I don't do that. Because I know that if they have these cycles, there's a possibility they could get pregnant. So what did I tell these guys? Once you understand this truth and you understand biology, the minute a girl has a menstrual cycle, she's no longer a young girl. She's now a woman. What they're doing on social media right now is they're saying that Ringo said that it's okay to have sex with little girls. I never said that. I'm giving you biology, but being that most of you didn't graduate high school and you don't know anything, I try to break it down in layman's terms for you. As a father, if I have a daughter that is 11 years old or 12 years old and she's having a cycle, having all these pains and cramps and all this other stuff, I understand that if she want to hang around a bunch of boys, there's a possibility something can go wrong and somebody end up getting pregnant. I don't want that to happen. Just yesterday, I made a video about 3 boys from the ages of 12 to 15 sexually assaulted a 12-year-old girl, violated her while filling her mouth up with a bunch of rocks so she can't scream. Do you understand? For all we know, she's pregnant. Do you understand me? So what the YouTubers are doing now is they're taking these clips of me teaching on biology, and they're saying that Ringo said that it's okay to have sexual relations with a 9-year-old and an 11-year-old. That's what they're saying on social media right now. And you viewers, you believe it. Why? Because it sounds juicy. Now think about how sick that is. I have 4 daughters that I got to protect. Why would I be telling you guys in the public, hey guys, it'll be so great as a man to go and have sexual relations with an 11-year-old girl? What kind of sicko would do that? But that's what they said I said. And that's what Nubreed put out there. Many people did this. From 2017 all the way to now, this is what they've been doing, guys. Absolutely sick. This is what's going on, right? This is what's happening. This is what they're doing. This is what they're spreading. All of these lies. And I've been dealing with this type of slander for so long, right? And the reason why he did that is because the evidence that I brought out there in regards to the situation with the moving process, it was making him look bad. And he wanted the people to look at me like I'm some sort of monster and an animal. And when he did that, everybody was coming against me, saying you're a predator, you're a pedophile. I never been arrested a day in my life. You know how hurtful it is to be a man who's a father, a good father, a man who take care of his daughters, and you have everybody on social media accusing you of being some sort of pedophile or weirdo, and you're none of those things. But this is what they do for content. This is why I don't rock with YouTubers. This is why when I tell you guys, when you're in these spaces, you got to be careful what you listen to, because people will do and say anything for content. Me, on the other hand, anything that I talk about, I always bring out the facts because I want people to know the truth. People can gossip and talk about me all they want. The viewer, you're going to believe whatever you want to believe. That's why when people make these videos, I don't react to their videos. I don't try to defend myself in terms of this person is lying. I don't got time for that mess no more, because it's tiresome, guys, to see these type of lies. And when I saw Nubreed did that, it was very disturbing to me, because I talked with him about these things in the DM messages. All of that's going to be in the documentary too. Pastor Dow, he did the same thing. When Pastor Dow went out there calling me a pedophile by twisting narratives again, I went to Nubreed. I was like, yo, bro, look what this pastor dude is saying. He was like, damn, man, that's crazy. When there was another woman on YouTube that did the same thing, I went to Nubreed. I'm communicating with him in the DMs. All of this stuff is going to be in the documentary. Nubreed was like, the only reason why that woman is spreading those lies about you is because she like you and you don't want to really rock with her. So to see him go do the same thing like everybody else, it showed me what kind of man he is, man. And even more sickening, if you guys can remember when all the drama took place, I told you guys he would do that. I told you guys sooner or later, he's going to go out there and spread a rumor, a lie, to make you guys look at me like something's wrong with me. Number one, Ringo TV never been arrested a day in his life. Ringo TV have no prison records. I never had handcuffs on me, never been in a police car. So when people say these things, the first thing I want to know is, okay, if this is what you got on Ringo, why Ringo is not arrested? Why Ringo is not in prison? How is it that you're saying this about a man that had 4 daughters, 4 girls? I had people make videos about me saying that we need to do a wellness check on Ringo's kids because he's probably sexually abusing them. This is the type of sick stuff you get on social media. This is the type of sicko stuff you get from people in general on social media. And it's real diabolical, people. And this type of stuff that I got to deal with. So I'm going to release the video tomorrow to show you guys the truth that Nubreed, in fact, was cheating on his wife with 2 big women, right? Big, very, very big. And you're going to see for yourself. You're going to hear all his words. You're going to hear him talk about having a gun, roaming through the streets in North Carolina, right? He was nervous. He was pacing back and forth. He was drunk. He took these women to the hotel to smash while 2 baby mamas was pregnant. And he's supposed to be a man of God. I need for you viewers to do what is right. You cannot follow somebody that claim they repping God and they're out here being a whoremonger. If you're a man and you have a wife and you practice polygyny, the women that you deal with are supposed to be your wives. You're not supposed to be outside smashing and dashing. What got me upset, guys, is the fact that I allowed this dude to collaborate with me in a song called the Pump and Dump Remix, where we were speaking against men that abuse women, men that sexually use women for sex and just leave them with babies. We spoke against that in a song. And I thought that because this man is a father, that he respect women. And when I saw him that night with those two women going back to the hotel, I'm like, so this is what you do? This is what you do? You take women to the hotel and you got women home pregnant. Your old lady home with swollen feet, probably can't even get out of bed, and you in North Carolina at the hotel. You made us think you left. I thought the dude left the hotel. No, he went to the bar, got drunk, and came back with two women. Who those ladies are, I don't know. But we gonna see tomorrow. We gonna see. Because they on tape. And once the tape get released, a lot of YouTubers that been following this story, they're gonna have something to say about this. They're gonna look at the tapes and they're gonna be like, wow, there's no way around this, Nubreed. You lied. You were out there cheating on your women. And Ringo got the evidence. How do you argue against this? You think he's gonna give you a response? Right now, he's watching right now, holding his head like this. Because he know what's coming. And like I said, just look at the thumbnail. That thumbnail's from that night. That night, I had a POV camera on me. I don't even remember. Because while we were having that conversation, I totally forgot that that camera was on. Because we were leaving the hotel, coming back to New York, and I wanted to document our journey back to New York. I literally had the camera running the whole time. And I had it on extended battery life, which means that camera was running forever. And it recorded everything. And when I was looking through my old SD cards, I couldn't believe I had the card with all this data on it. I'm like, yo, so you mean to tell me I recorded everything? Man, I said, that's going online, bro. Because if you notice, I don't even talk about this dude. I don't even make videos about this cat no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't even make no videos. The last video I'm supposed to drop is the documentary. Because this dude is not even important. But the truth is, and as a man of character, a man of moral excellence, I cannot sit back and just watch this situation. This dude lied, bro. This dude lied on me. He lied on my wife. He disrespected my family. No, this information is going out. The world is going to see this information. And when his baby mama see it, she may end up leaving. Because if he told his baby mama that he did not do any of that, if he told his baby mamas, yo, Ringo's lying, I don't know what's going on, it is what it is. If he told them anything else and this tape dropped and she ended up seeing him out there with these women, it may get bad for him. Because one thing I keep telling you guys, don't lie. He probably told his baby mama, Ringo is lying. I was not out there with no women. I was not doing that. I never did that. No, I went home. Yeah, we might have spoke in the parking lot, but there was no two women. And he probably was convincing her that I was lying. You know what I mean? So when she see that video, when she see that tape, listen, to Nubreed's baby mama, to both of Nubreed's baby mamas, when you see this tape, I need for you guys to know you may need to get yourself tested. You may need to go get yourself tested for any sort of STDs, SDIs, whatever, STIs. You need to get yourself tested because this man went back to that hotel with two women to smash. And ain't no telling how many times he do that when he's not at home. You ladies need to do the right thing because this is very, very sick. Very, very sick. Because I couldn't believe the tape was there, guys. Listen, guys, if I would have had this tape, if I would have known, I would have been put this info out. You know that already. I didn't know. I told you guys that I'm working on film projects. I'm doing different things behind the scenes. I'm looking through my SD cards and I stumbled upon the videos. I couldn't even believe that it was recorded. I'm showing my wife, she's in shock. She's like, how did you get this on tape? Like, I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even remember. It was so long ago. Everything was documented. And now you, the people, will have to decide what you want to believe. Because I have no reason to lie to you guys. I'm a family man. I'm a father. I'm a respectful man in the community. I don't got no time for none of that nonsense. I'm a grown man. I don't got no time for no foolishness. I'm not with all this YouTube nonsense, with all these troll content creators always lying to viewers. I don't got time for that stuff. I put out content, it's real content. I'm not here to make up some drama to cause people to just come in and view, and it's just a bunch of stupid stuff that's not real. The stuff that I'm telling you is real. And that man need to be held accountable. You can't be out here talking about God. You can't be out here talking about you with the Most High and you cheating on your baby mamas that you call your wives. If these are your wives, who was those two women you were with at the hotel? Who was those two women? Ladies, if you know that your baby daddy told you he's on a business trip in North Carolina and you find out that he was out here smashing two women at the telly, how would you feel about that while you were pregnant? How would you feel about that? Come on now. How would you feel about knowing you pregnant, carrying his baby, and he's out at the bar drunk, picking women up, taking them back to the hotel? Because those women weren't there when we were there. So now it raises more questions. Watch this, gang. Could it be that anytime Nubreed goes out of town, he invites certain women to the telly? Could it be that your man Tate probably paid Nubreed by saying, yo, let me get that meet and greet with Ringo. I got two women that I could bring for you. Think about it, gang. Think about it, because he played. Listen, that whole play was weird. Why would he be with two women after all that drama took place? I wouldn't even be around that hotel. So it comes in as if though him and Tate may have made a deal under the table and may have said, he probably told Nubreed, yo, let me get that meet and greet with Ringo, fam. I got you. I got some women I could bring to the telly. You know what I'm saying? You could smash. They with it. Just let me get that meet and greet with Ringo. All right, cool. For all we know, Tate probably was at the bar with him. You never know. You never know how to play go. Because after all that drama, there's no need for that man to be at a bar. He was supposed to go home, guys. Because here's the thing. Watch this, fam. Watch this. It was 4 to 5 a.m. in the morning. If he's supposed to be heading back to Atlanta, we know he didn't leave that night. He was drunk. So there's no way he getting in his car to go on a road trip. That man was at the telly with those two women the whole night. While his women are pregnant. I bet he didn't tell them that. I bet he didn't tell them that. Ho, ho, ho. I know he didn't tell them that. Hey, babe, what's going on? Oh, I'm at the telly with these two women. Yeah, we're gonna be here all night. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna smash, no doubt. I saw Ringo, but yeah, I'm gonna be here, so don't worry about me. All right, I'm good. All right, cool. He ain't tell them that. Newbury did not call up his baby mamas to tell them that he was at the hotel fitting to smash these two women. You know, it's absolutely crazy, man. Um, Let me see. Da, 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 da. The situation, to correct Zato, the situation with Tate happened around 12 a.m. Between the 12 a.m. ish, 12:30 ish, somewhere around in there. That's where it took place. With the situation with the white boy Tate, it happened around that time. When all that drama took place, all I can remember at that moment was it got heated. I started to flip out. I was going to beat this dude up. This dude was going to go to the hospital because I don't even know this dude. He don't know what he's dealing with. I'm not the type of dude you want to be angry with you. It's gonna be bad for you. You can act as tough as you want. I already know what I'm gonna do to you. So all that Ray stuff, I'm not hearing none of that stuff. I already know what I'm capable of. All I wanted to do was get into the hotel so I can eat my food. You know what I mean? And my food actually got cold because this dude was there doing some weirdo stuff. And Nubreed set up that whole play, and he tried to blame it on Rollo. Now, yeah, Rollo was the one that was pushing the dude back. Nubreed wasn't doing anything. That's the thing that I peeped. Because I was going to do something dirty to this dude. I didn't see Nubreed do nothing. Rollo went outside and was trying to like hold the other dude back because he don't even know what he's doing. You know what I mean? Nubreed was in the middle, like, oh boy, man, this stuff is messing up. Nubreed was more concerned about what this is doing for him, how this is messing him up. See, this is what y'all don't know. Nubreed was banking on me supporting his land initiative thing. I was the first YouTuber to be on board. Y'all got to understand the whole situation. So when you hear this dude talking all this garbage about me, I was the dude that was the first one that believed in what he was doing and was willing to support financially and to help promote it. So he saw this as a big loss. That's why he was so upset. So when y'all see him talking crazy, trying to throw me under the bus, that's all hypocrisy right there. Because this man looked up to me highly. You know what I mean? Very, very highly. I showed y'all all the videos, all the proof. You know? So he tried to shift the blame on Rollo. Rollo was out there trying to hold back Tate. Nubreed was not doing nothing. Nubreed was literally like a deer in headlights, circling around. I walked back into the hotel angry. And I went in, I was flipping out on dude, a bunch of cussing and stuff. All the people in the hotel was wondering what the heck is going on. You know what I mean? And I just went up to the room, and at that moment, I didn't trust nobody. You know what I mean? I didn't trust not one of them brothers because I didn't know who set this up. Because if the white boy came down there to do some dirt, I would have never known. But Nubreed was the first one that recognized that was Tate. It was not Rollo. Rollo did not even know Tate was there. Soon as Nubreed stepped out the car, Tate had his hood literally like this, guys. You can't see his face. All you saw was like a shadow like this. Nubreed was like, yo, is that Tate? Is that Tate over there? So we all looking. He was the first one that noticed him. What does that mean? That means he set it up. Somehow, some way, Nubreed set it up and the situation backfired. He set it up. It was a play. Because when he was trying to convince me and my wife, he was like, he think Rollo was pulling a skit. And in my mind, I'm like, what? And he was saying something about for extortion purposes. So I'm like, oh, so that's what you were trying to do. They were trying to do some sort of thing to extort me, guys. And I'm talking about Nubreed. He's the one that was trying to set that up. And it didn't go as planned. And this is why I had to pull back and say, I can't do business with this dude no more. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Because that situation right there really messed me up. But then while we were talking, it was like he was trying to convince me that it wasn't him. It was actually Rollo was to blame. But the truth is, it was Nubreed that set up the whole thing. Nubreed knew Tate more than Rollo. Because Tate was at his land initiative. You understand? He knew more about that dude. So I was trying to figure this out. Like, damn, what kind of deal they made under the table, man? And this is why you got to watch out who you hanging around, because a lot of dudes be trying to line people up. You know what I mean? They try to line people up and act like they're your friend. So, and that's before the moving process. Y'all need to understand that. That drama that took place at the hotel was before the moving process. After everything transpired, it appeared as if though me and Nubreed kind of sort out the issue, and everybody was focusing on Rollo as if though Rollo did dirty, and that's when everybody turned against Rollo, and the whole time it was Nubreed. He was shipping. That's when Nubreed went out there and said that Rollo essayed some woman, and that wasn't true. Whatever Rollo had with that woman was consensual between her and Rollo. Do you understand me? Regardless, that was consensual. Nubreed came to social media, and let me show you how sick he is. The man came to social media, went live, right? Because he wanted Rollo to take the fall for everything that went down to protect him, his image, and possibly get some money out of me. He went live. The woman that Rollo was, I guess, had some sort of relationship with, she was in the live chat or something. And something had happened where he called her up. I don't know if she was in a live chat or not. I don't remember all of it. But while he was on the air, he said, you know what? Let me call the woman or let me do whatever. And she didn't even know that she was on live stream. She didn't even know. The woman didn't know. And she was saying some diabolical things, sexual things. That is none of our business. Whatever her and Rollo do, that's their business. I don't care about that. But what Nubreed did was he tried to make Rollo look like he violated her and used her, and he was doing this on social media. It was very believable. It would make you believe it. You know what I'm saying? Because at first it looked real, but what he had with that woman was consensual. If he violated her, how come he didn't get arrested? There's no arrest because he didn't do anything to her. She was just upset with him for whatever reason. You have a lot of women that do that. You have women that, some of you ladies, you can admit this. You were intimate with a dude and you later on kind of regret even doing it. And you had buyer's remorse. Then you have some women that try to set dudes up. It was one of them things. So basically what Nubreed did was he went out there to try to make Rollo look like he's this sexual predator, and that really messed him up really bad financially because a lot of people was rocking with him. A lot of people were supporting his show. And it is what it is. I mean, even my wife met Rollo at B&H Photo in New York. Y'all remember that video? You remember the video where Rollo was streaming live and my wife went to the store to get me some supplies while I was working in the studio, and she met Rollo in person in New York. You see what I mean? So all of these different things was going on before the move-in process. So when everything went down, Rollo was looking like the bad guy, and everybody turned against him. Now there's a couple of brothers stuck with Rollo. Everything was cool, but for the most part, Rollo took the fall, and that was all on Nubreed. Nubreed made Rollo look like he was the one that set everything up with tape, and even I believed that Rollo was at fault. And everything been sorted out now. You know what I'm saying? Now I know it wasn't Rollo that set the play up. It was Nubreed that set it up. And in the video that I'm going to release tomorrow, you're going to hear for yourself. You're going to see for yourself exactly what's going on when Nubreed began to talk. He was trying his best to convince me that Rollo had something to do, not even something to do, that Rollo did everything. He was trying his best to convince me. And I was like, man, I don't know who to trust, man. I can't trust none of you guys right now. That's pretty much what I told him. I was like, I don't trust none of them. When you hear the tone in my voice, you're going to know that I'm not playing. When you hear the tone in my voice, you're going to know that I'm not playing with Nubreed. I'm not playing with nobody. At that moment, I didn't trust nobody because anything could have went down that night. And I'm with my wife. So I don't know why he would make this dude come out there. I don't know why he would do that. It doesn't even make no sense. You know, we out there on business. I didn't come there to meet and greet nobody. I didn't come there for that. I don't do that type of stuff. I didn't come out there to sign no autographs. I didn't come out there to buddy up with nobody. And it's like, for him to do that was out of pocket. It was crazy. So I want people to know the truth. I'm going to kind of wrap up this particular stream, get me something to eat, and do some more content, get some uploads on my platforms, my other platforms, and whatnot. But I'm going to release this video in the morning. It's going to be just upload it and you do what you want with it. I'm not gonna do no reaction, nothing, just straight content, raw from the camera, and you see for yourself. Some things I may have to take out of the video because of personal stuff that probably I was saying, but for the most part, you're gonna get the full story of what went down. You're gonna see for yourself. This man was doing the exact same thing I told you guys, and I was not lying. When I told you guys that he was at that hotel with 2 women, I was not lying. So to those of you that thought I was lying, you're going to feel dumb when you see that video. I'm so thankful that I have that video footage because I was telling you guys what I saw, and people was like, "You lying? You just saying that?" And it's all in my video live streams. You look at some of the comments. People's like, "You lying? He wasn't with 2 women. You just saying that for clout and all this other stuff." I'm like, "Listen, there's no need for me to be lying. When you see the video, you're gonna see for yourself. You're gonna see, and you're gonna hear him. You're gonna hear everything. So be prepared for that because he's gonna see it tomorrow too. And I'm hoping that his baby mama see it. I'm hoping that his baby mama see the video and she hold him accountable and be like, "Why you lied to me?" Because I guarantee you, if Nubreed lied to his baby mama about 2 women that he was sleeping with, she might end up leaving. She might end up leaving him. She may have already left already, but she might end up leaving him over this situation. Or there's going to be major trust issues. Because if a woman can't trust you, worst place to be in as a man. So I'm going to release that in the morning. I'm going to schedule it. I'm going to schedule it as a premiere. And you guys, I don't know what time in the morning I'm going to release it, but it's going to be available in the morning. So you guys pretty much will see that and check that situation out. You're going to know for yourself. Now, when it gets to the clip with the woman, the 2 women, I'm going to see if I can make it so that it can pause so you can see. Because I want you guys and I want you ladies to see what Nubreed do when he's not on social media. When he's not on social media, the man be on the road taking women to the hotel. That's not godly, bro. That's not godly, fam. And the people need to know this because you're a hypocrite. All you got to do is just come out in the public and admit your sins and just be honest. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Because he lied and basically made it seem like I was lying, like I'm making up this story. I'm not making up anything. This is true. The tapes don't lie. Everything is being recorded. I'm the receipt king. I got tapes on everybody. This is not a game, fam. And I got more tapes. I got more tapes, guys. Y'all think that's something? I got other tapes. Tapes. Receipts. With that dude. He thinks this is a game, like everything is sweet. No. There's an appointed time for everything. And I feel that God wants this to be an appointed time. You know, they say what is done in the dark comes to the light, right? Okay. This was done in the dark, and now it's coming into the light. When a man have 2 pregnant women, he's not supposed to be out there sleeping around with a bunch of women. What are you doing? What are you doing? Nubreed, why you were at the hotel effing around with 2 women? What were you doing? You weren't preaching to them. You weren't preaching the gospel to these ladies. You went there to sleep with them. And I'm pretty sure right after we got in the car and we left, you and those women went to the telly. You called them back up, said, "Come on to my room, let's smash." You know what you did. And there's no denying it. So you better just come into the public and tell the viewers, because it's like anytime I reveal stuff, guys, these content creators, they always act like they don't see. They be acting like they don't see. Everybody got something to say about me, which is nothing but lies. But when I bring out the facts, dudes start hiding. Dudes start going into a hiatus all of a sudden now. So it's going to get real interesting, fam. Real interesting. Because as you know, I haven't made no videos about that dude for a long time. For a long time. I haven't even talked about this cat. But this video, bro, people got to see this. People got to see this. Because they didn't believe me. They did not believe me. And I'm not going to go out where I tell the truth, and people acting like I'm lying about what this dude did. No, I'm bringing out the tape. You're gonna see that man with his two side chicks. You're gonna see them. And guys, to the brothers, when you see the women that he was with, ladies, when you see the two women that Nubreed was with, you are gonna be like, what? No, you did not. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. It's gonna be crazy. Let me see. Somebody said it's gonna be great seeing you expose and break down everything that happened. I already know you have the proof, so that's a plus. Well, I'm just gonna play the video. I'm not gonna break anything down, guys. I don't. There's nothing to break down. The evidence is clear. All I'm gonna do is upload the video. All I'm gonna do is upload the video. It's like a whole movie. The whole video is like a movie, guys. Literally. Y'all gonna be on the edge of y'all seat like, what? No way. Yes way. I'm not doing no breakdowns. It's my video. It's my recording, my content that I recorded. And I'm publishing that content. That's pure content. And I want the people to see the truth. I want the people to break it down. I want the people to break it down. When you look at it, all you got to do is just come into the comments and share your thoughts about what you saw. I'm not speaking not one word. I'm not pausing no videos. I'm not doing nothing. I'm just uploading the content for you guys to watch. From the beginning all the way to the end. And I want you to hear the whole thing straight through. And you decide. You decide if that man is a man of God. You decide. Because there's no way he could deny this. He can't say I'm lying. He was caught in the very act of going to the telly with two women to smash. You don't go to a hotel at 4 a.m. to preach no gospel. No. And he only did it because he felt we were not there. The only reason why the man brought those women back is because he believed we were gone already. He thought we already left because we were supposed to leave around 3:30. He figured they out, they left. What he should have did was check to see if the SUV was in the parking lot. He didn't do that. He thought we left already. And he came and snuck back to the hotel with two women, two big girls, to go smash. So, hey guys, I'm gonna get up on out of here. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video, share the video, get the word out there. Y'all know how it is with these YouTube streets, man. It's like they be playing with the numbers. So it's up to you guys to push the videos and do what y'all need to do. Come into the comments and let me know what you think. If you think that I'm lying still, come into the comments and tell me I'm a liar. If you believe I'm telling the truth, let me know what's going on. I just want this video to be like an introduction to what you're going to witness in this particular film that is it's really diabolical, guys. Really diabolical. I can't believe I got it on tape. I had no plans of getting this on tape, guys. This literally, in my opinion, is the work of God because I did not plan to record that. It's not like I went outside, put on my cameras and said, oh, I'm going to catch Nubreed doing this. That wasn't even the plan. We were leaving North Carolina, heading back to New York, and I wanted to document our journey going back. I had all the luggage, everything. We were talking about all the drama that took place, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I did not have it planned to catch him because we thought he left already. He been left. That's the thing that's bugging me out. We saw him leave. His car was packed. He packed his car, guys. We saw the suitcases. He was like, yo, I'm out, bro. I was like, all right, you out? All right, cool. All of this can be verified by my wife. We dapped him up, everything. He's like, oh, he's out. His car is packed up. I'm like, okay, cool. This man was bringing women back to the hotel. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get up on out of here. Y'all rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. Forever Studios, Brainwaves, Caramel, Kim and Kim. Shout out to everybody that joined the show. Salute to the people that support, anybody that rock with the platform, Floridine, Rollo, Zato, everybody in the building. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Again, tune in. I'm gonna set it up as a premiere. Set up a thumbnail. It should be interesting for the people. You know what I mean? Because the people need to know the truth. You know what I mean? The truth is what sets you free. That man needs to repent of his sins. He never repented. Me, Brainwaves, and Rollo been on the front line talking about that man and the situation that went down, and Nubreed refused to repent. He keep acting as though he's a spiritual man of God. I keep telling you, the man is a devil, a narcissist, a man that don't follow God. Look, guys, when you see Nubreed acting like a man of God, right? And I know I said I was leaving, but I got to talk. When you see him acting like a man of God, it's a skit. It's not real. It's fake. He know that viewers adapt to that nonsense. The man do not serve God. He don't serve God. It's all fake. It's not real. He acts like he's with God. That man was at the hotel, guys, taking women to sleep with them. That's not godly. That is not. I would not be doing that, guys. I would not be caught doing that type of evil. That's wrong. You had 2 women pregnant, fam. 2 women pregnant who believed in you. And you were not thinking about them. You were at a hotel going in raw on 2 women. And you supposed to be a man of God. There's no way to explain yourself out of this one. He can't even try to defend himself. And if you see him trying to defend himself, he's lying again. Because there is no reason to be at a hotel with 2 women following you back to the room at 4 a.m. in the morning. Stop it. Stop it. And you drunk? And you drunk? Peace and blessing, guys. I'm out of here. Y'all